think smuggling is just about gold, weapons, or drugs? You might be surprised to learn that cars, yes, regular cars and luxury rides alike, are one of the most smuggled items in the world. From flashy Lamborghinis to rugged pickup trucks, these vehicles are in high demand on the black market and play a huge role in illegal trade. But why cars? What makes them so valuable in the underground economy? And how far are smugglers willing to go to get these vehicles across borders? In today's video, we'll uncover the secrets of car smuggling, from the clever tricks used by criminals to the jaw-dropping stories that will leave you stunned. We'll also take a closer look at how this hidden industry impacts our world in ways you might not expect. So buckle up and get ready. This is a wild ride you don't want to miss. Car smuggling is just what it sounds like, illegally moving cars across borders. But it's not only about stealing expensive cars. Smugglers have many reasons for doing this. Some want to dodge high taxes on imported cars. Others use vehicles to hide drugs or cash. And some even smuggle cars to supply them to war zones. It's a big, complicated business with lots of surprising twists. Let's take a closer look at why cars are smuggled and how it works. Avoiding high taxes. Luxury cars can come with extremely high import taxes that make them much more expensive. To get around this, smugglers take the cars apart, ship the pieces as used parts, and then put them back together once they've crossed the border. Hiding illegal items. Cars are sometimes modified to include hidden compartments. These secret spaces can hold things like drugs, weapons, or even people. Some smugglers install hidden switches to open floors, dashboards, or other parts of the car, making them perfect for hiding contraband. Supplying conflict zones. Pickup trucks, especially models like Toyota Hilux and Land Cruisers, are very popular in war zones because they're tough, reliable, and easy to fix. Smugglers move these vehicles into conflict areas where they're used for military purposes or by armed groups. Now that we understand the reasons behind car smuggling, let's dive into some unbelievable real-life stories that show just how wild this world can be. Let's kick things up a notch with some of the most insane smuggling stories you'll ever hear. Story 1. Rolls-Royce Phantom, smuggled in pieces. Picture this. A shiny, brand-new Rolls-Royce Phantom worth millions, taken apart and shipped as spare parts. Smugglers dismantled the car into hundreds of pieces, packed them into crates, and shipped them to avoid paying expensive luxury taxes. It worked for a while, until customs noticed the same sender shipping car parts way too often. That's when their scheme fell apart, literally. Story 2. Toyota trucks used in war zones. Toyota Hilux and Land Cruisers might look like regular trucks, but during conflicts in the Middle East, they became essential tools for armed groups. Smugglers moved these trucks into war zones by disguising them as farming equipment or commercial vehicles. Some were even stolen from regular owners and sent off to become part of battles, turning everyday trucks into powerful war machines. Story 3. A classic Ferrari found after decades. Imagine losing a rare Ferrari 250 GTO, one of the most valuable cars in the world, only for it to reappear decades later in South America. That's exactly what happened to a car stolen from a European collector in the 1980s. Smugglers used fake papers, bribed officials, and shady underground networks to hide its true identity for years. Eventually, authorities tracked it down, uncovering a car with a history as wild as its price tag. Smugglers are clever and use some pretty advanced tricks to move cars illegally. Here's how they do it. Changing VINs. They alter the vehicle identification numbers, VINs, on stolen cars to make them look legal. They even create fake ownership documents and license plates to match the new identity. Hiding in shipping containers. Smugglers often hide cars inside shipping containers. Sometimes they use false walls or cover the cars with other goods to make them look like ordinary cargo. Bribery and fake papers. At border checkpoints, smugglers may bribe officials or use fake documents to get the cars across. This happens a lot in places where law enforcement isn't very strong. The effects of car smuggling go far beyond just moving illegal cars across borders. It's a problem that costs billions and affects many aspects of life. Loss of government revenue. When smugglers avoid paying taxes on cars, governments miss out on huge amounts of money. This money could have been used for public services like schools, hospitals, and infrastructure. Instead, it ends up in the hands of criminals, leaving ordinary people to bear the cost. Harm to the environment. Many smuggled cars are older or don't meet environmental standards. These vehicles often produce more pollution than newer, compliant cars. Because they bypass regulations, they contribute to air pollution and climate change, harming the planet and the health of people living in affected areas. Fueling conflict in war zones. In places experiencing war or unrest, smuggled vehicles can have a devastating impact. Cars like pickup trucks are often sent to conflict zones, where they're used by armed groups for transportation and combat. These vehicles make it easier for violence to continue, making wars longer and more deadly for everyone involved. Thankfully, governments and law enforcement agencies are working hard to stop car smuggling. They've come up with several smart strategies to fight back and make it harder for smugglers to operate. Using seized cars. When authorities catch smuggled cars, they don't always destroy them. Instead, many of these vehicles are put to good use. In some countries, seized luxury cars are turned into police vehicles. Imagine seeing a high-end sports car cruising the streets, not as a smuggler's ride, but as part of the police force. Other seized cars are sold at auctions, with the money going back to the government to fund public projects. New technology to track cars. To stop smuggling at its source, some governments are using technologies like blockchain. This system creates a digital record of a car's entire history, making it much harder for criminals to fake documents or change a vehicle's identity. By tracking every step from manufacturing to sale, authorities can quickly spot anything suspicious. High-tech tools at borders. At border crossings and ports, customs officials are stepping up their game with advanced equipment. They use powerful X-ray scanners that can see inside shipping containers to check for hidden cars. Some even use artificial intelligence, AI, to analyze shipments and flag anything unusual. These tools make it much harder for smugglers to sneak vehicles past customs unnoticed. These efforts are helping to slow down the illegal trade of cars. With new technology and smarter strategies, authorities are making it increasingly risky and difficult for smugglers to get away with their schemes. So, what have we uncovered today? Car smuggling isn't just a matter of stealing vehicles, it's an enormous global industry worth billions of dollars, with far-reaching consequences. We've explored the shocking lengths smugglers go to, from hiding Rolls-Royces in crates to supplying trucks that fuel wars in conflict zones. These stories are as captivating as they are troubling, revealing just how deep and complex the world of car smuggling really is. If you enjoyed diving into this fascinating and sometimes unbelievable topic, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more eye-opening stories to share with you, so make sure to stick around. And hey, share this video with your friends who love cars or enjoy uncovering hidden truths. If you enjoyed diving into this fascinating and sometimes unbelievable topic, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more eye-opening stories to share with you, so make sure to stick around. And hey, share this video with your friends who love cars or enjoy uncovering hidden truths. Thanks for watching, and remember to stay curious, stay informed, and stay safe. Until next time.